Hey guys, I got my tutorial together for Silent Night for the version with Sixpence None the Richer with Dan Hazeltine of Jars of Clay singing with her. I'm really just going to go over chords and stuff. And I have this, and I don't have what Dan sang underneath what Lee sang on there, but you know, basically your chords in this song are G major 7 to what I think is a B major 7 or something close like that, and a D, and I have it capoed on the 7th fret because I'm trying to kind of capture the essence of what's going on in the recording. Sort of a strummy, easy version of it, and you can kind of arpeggiate it if you wanted to. If that's a word, to get closer to what the recording did. And then people who have, you know, really well, you know, played guitar for a long time and can listen to a recording and tell what's going on in the different parts, can do even more. But if you're a kind of a more simpler player, you can get the essence, the spirit, I think, of the song, the guitar part of the song, in this sort of more simplified strumming pattern. And I'll give you my arpeggiated version too at the end of the video, but let me just give you a strum version here. Start with the intro, and I'll go into verse 1. The intro is just kind of like this. And it just runs through the chords once, like that, and then it comes into the singing. So the song doesn't linger too long on that intro. One thing I guess I would say, I think the song is in 6/8 time, or it's like some 3/4, or it's one of those. It's a 1 2 3 4 5 6, or 1 2 3 1 2 3. I want to say 6/8, based on the way that the lyrics fit along with the beat. Probably 6/8, but anyway. You know, it's not 4/4. That it is not. That for sure. I know it is not. So make note of that when you're playing along with it. If you know that, if that's something you need to keep track of. And then we see from the intro we go right into the singing. I'm going to try to sing along a little bit, and if I'm having too much trouble, I'll just play. So it's just like a. Right into another verse, and really the second verse progresses the same as the first, so I'm not gonna bother going over that, but I'll talk about what I did. Basically your G major is a, because your C chord capoed on the 7th fret becomes a G, in terms of what the name of what it would actually be. So your notes are what I just played, and then the major 7th is that, and then my D, the D for all I did for that is a, and I muted the 5th string below while I'm pressing down the 6th. That same finger touches the 5th to mute it, and then everybody else is open, so it's a, so it's that. And then for the major 7th, the B major 7th rather, I did a, so there's your notes for the B major 7th. So yeah, that's all those chords. That covers those chords. I'm trying to make this video not long. So yeah, get to what you need to know and that. So like I said, here's, and I showed you this. And if you want to pause the video and look, verse 1. If you want, send me your email address in a private message on YouTube, and I can email you the link that I have for this chart. I don't want to put it on the comments per se. I only want people who really want the chart to, privately message me on YouTube, and we'll get the email, and I will give you the link, and then you can go to the file and print off your own copy if you want to have a copy. If you want to print off multiple copies for you and a band to play along with that way. So I'm doing that. Let's see, verse 3. The song really moves along fairly quickly. So verse 3 looks like what I have is this. If you want to pause the video for a second and take a look at it. Or, like I said, send me a message, we'll get it, we'll print it off and have it, your own copy. What's different about this? Let me just play through it, and then I'll go back and talk about it. So, pretty much it's like verse 1 and 2. Mostly, there's a little bit of a turn at the end. It's a little different, but here we go. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, loves to light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Christ is born. And that ends the song. So there you go. But yeah, there's that 6/8 time you have to keep track of. In terms of, so like it's like each chord, well, not each chord, but like the G's and the G major sevenths get 3 counts. Yeah, you just I'm not going to try to explain the counts too much. To a certain extent, I'm kind of hoping you have a sense of rhythm, can feel this out, and if you need, you have the chord map, the chord and lyric map to go by. Again, I haven't got Dan's lyric on here, along with the what Lee sings. Lee sings the traditional words, and then Dan's singing underneath it. Somebody who's comforting somebody who they love, obviously. So yeah, but yeah, that's, it's that basic just chug strumming pattern that I'm doing. The arpeggiate, now it's a combination of guitars going on in the recording, and I don't know exactly if it's 2 or even maybe 3, honestly, altogether. And I'm trying to condense it somewhat, but anyway, and it's somewhat a thing you can play in an arpeggiated fashion to get you closer towards that, is something like I came up with this. And you can take a listen here. It's a yeah. So, and then so it's like the G chord is like this, and the major seventh is like this. The G major seventh, and then it kind of repeats back and forth as it needs to. And then during the D chord, it's and then during the B major seventh, you can do that. You can even have the guy somebody do the strum, and then somebody do the arpeggiated thing, which I think happens on an electric guitar. There, so that if you're starting it just playing this with the strumming, and you want to build up to doing the arpeggiated with a buddy, and have them play the electric, and get to where you start playing it in the arpeggiated fashion like it's originally done, which makes it makes the recording more brilliant that way than just a good old boring strumming thing. But it makes it sound more special, certainly. And since Matt Slocum's capable of making such beautiful and complex compositions, he does that, and good for him. It's good stuff. But yeah, if you want something that's more the essence and just kind of strumming and campfire-like, that's what you mostly got here. But yeah, there's a way to get started with it and then move a little bit further into it. If anybody else is doing something cool like that with it, awesome. I like this one so far. I like this song, and it's Jars of Clay and Sixpence doing something together, so that's awesome. And I want to get to more Sixpence songs and do that. So anyway, I'll end this tutorial on those notes, and keep playing and keep learning, and God bless y'all. Thanks a lot.